Chapters 1 through 4, Book 11, Volume 2 of Le Morte d'Arthur. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Read by Richard Elwood. Le Morte d'Arthur, Volume 2, by Sir Thomas Malory. Chapter 1. Now we leave Sir Tristram de Lyonesse, and speak we of Sir Launcelot du Lake, and of Sir Galahad, Sir Launcelot's son, how he was gotten, and in what manner, as the book of French rehearseth. Afore the time that Sir Galahad was gotten or born, there came in an hermit unto King Arthur upon Whitsunday, as the knights sat at the Table Round. And when the hermit saw the siege perilous, he asked the king and all the knights why that siege was void. Sir Arthur and all the knights answered, There shall never none sit in that siege but one, but if he be destroyed. Then said the hermit, Wot ye what is he? Nay, said Arthur and all the knights, we wot not who is he that shall sit therein. Then wot I, said the hermit, for he that shall sit there is unborn and ungotten, and this same year he shall be gotten all shall sit there in that siege perilous, and he shall win the Sangreal. When this hermit had made this mention, he departed from the court of King Arthur. And then, after this feast, Sir Launcelot rode on his adventure, till on a time by adventure he passed over the point of Corbin. And there he saw the fairest tower that ever he saw, and there under was a fair town full of people, and all the people, men and women, cried at once, Welcome, Sir Launcelot du Lake, the flower of all knighthood, for by thee all we shall be holpen out of danger. What mean ye, said Sir Launcelot, that ye cry so upon me? Ah, fair knight, said they all, here is within this tower a dolorous lady, that hath been there in pains many winters and days, for ever she boileth in scalding water. And but late, said all the people, Sir Gawaine was here, and he might not help her, and so he left her in pain. So may I, said Sir Launcelot, leave her in pain as well as Sir Gawaine did. Nay, said the people, we know well that it is Sir Launcelot that shall deliver her. Well, said Launcelot, then show me what I shall do. Then they brought Sir Launcelot into the tower, and when he came to the chamber thereas this lady was, the doors of iron unlocked and unbolted, and so Sir Launcelot went into the chamber that was as hot as any stew, and there Sir Launcelot took the fairest lady by the hand that ever he saw, and she was naked as a needle. And by enchantment Queen Morgan le Fay, and the Queen of Northgalis, had put her there in that pains, because she was called the fairest lady of that country, and there she had been 5 years, and never might she be delivered out of her great pains unto the time the best knight of the world had taken her by the hand. Then the people brought her clothes, and when she was arrayed, Sir Launcelot thought she was the fairest lady of the world, but if it were Queen Guinevere. Then this lady said to Sir Launcelot, Sir, if it please you, will ye go with me hereby into a chapel, that we may give loving and thanking unto God? Madam, said Sir Launcelot, come on with me, I will go with you. So when they came there and gave thankings unto God, all the people, both learned and lewd, gave thankings unto God and him, and said, Sir knight, since ye have delivered this lady, ye shall deliver us from a serpent there is here in a tomb. Then Sir Launcelot took his shield, and said, Bring me thither, and what I may do unto the pleasure of God and you, I will do. So when Sir Launcelot came thither, he saw written upon the tomb letters of gold that said thus, Here shall come a leopard of king's blood, and he shall slay this serpent. and this leopard shall engender a lion in this foreign country, the which lion shall pass all other knights. So then Sir Launcelot lift up the tomb, and there came out a horrible and fiendly dragon, spitting fire out of his mouth. Then Sir Launcelot drew his sword, and fought with the dragon long, and the last, with great pain, Sir Launcelot slew that dragon. Therewithal came King Pelles, the good and noble knight, and saluted Sir Launcelot, and he him again. Fair knight, said the king, what is your name? I require you of your knighthood tell me. Chapter 2. Sir, said Sir Launcelot, wit you well my name is Sir Launcelot du Lake. And my name is, said the king, Pelles, king of the foreign country, and cousin nigh unto Joseph of Arimathea. And then either of them made much of other, and so they went into the castle to take their repast. And anon there came in a dove at a window, and in her mouth there seemed a little censer of gold. And herewithal there was such a savour as all the spicery of the world had been there. And forthwithal there was upon the table all manner of meats and drinks that they could think upon. So came in a damsel passing fair and young, and she bare a vessel of gold betwixt her hands, and thereto the king kneeled devoutly, and said his prayers, and so did all that were there. O Jesu, said Sir Launcelot, what may this mean? This is, said the king, the richest thing that any man hath living. And when this thing goeth about, the round table shall be broken. And wit thou well, said the king, this is the holy Sangreal that ye have here seen. So the king and Sir Launcelot led their life the most part of that day, and fain would King Pelles have found the mean to have had Sir Launcelot to have lain by his daughter, fair Elaine. And for this intent the king knew well that Sir Launcelot should get a child upon his daughter, the which should be named Sir Galahad, the good knight, by whom all the foreign country should be brought out of danger, and by him the Holy Grail should be achieved. Then came forth a lady, that hight Dame Brisen, and she said unto the king, Sir, wit ye well Sir Launcelot loveth no lady in the world but all only Queen Guenever, and therefore work ye by counsel, and I shall make him to lie with your daughter, and he shall not wit but that he lieth with Queen Guenever. O fair lady, Dame Brisen, said the king, hope ye to bring this about? Sir, said she, upon pain of my life let me deal, for this Brisen was one of the greatest enchantresses that was at that time in the world living. Then anon, by Dame Brisen's wit, she made one to come to Sir Launcelot that he knew well, and this man brought him a ring from Queen Guenever like as it had come from her, and such one as she was wont for the most part to wear. And when Sir Launcelot saw that token, wit ye well he was never so fain. Where is my lady? said Sir Launcelot. In the castle of Case, said the messenger, but 5 miles hence. Then Sir Launcelot thought to be there the same might, and then this Brisen, by the commandment of King Pelles, let send Elaine to the castle with 25 knights unto the castle of Case. Then Sir Launcelot against night rode unto that castle, and there anon he was received worshipfully with such people, to his seeming, as were about Queen Guenever's secret. So when Sir Launcelot was alighted, he asked where the queen was. So Dame Brisen said she was in her bed, and then the people were avoided, and Sir Launcelot was led unto his chamber. And then Dame Brisen brought Sir Launcelot a cup full of wine, and anon as he had drunken that wine, he was so assotted and mad that he might make no delay, but withouten any let he went to bed. And he weened that maiden Elaine had been Queen Guenever. Wit you well that Sir Launcelot was glad, And so was that Lady Elaine, that she had gotten Sir Launcelot in her arms. For well she knew that same night should be gotten upon her Galahad, that should prove the best knight of the world. And so they lay together until underne of the morn, and all the windows and holes of that chamber were stopped, that no manner of day might be seen. And then Sir Launcelot remembered him, and he arose up and went to the window. Chapter 3. And anon, as he had unshut the window, the enchantment was gone, and he knew himself that he had done amiss. Alas, said he, that I have lived so long, now am I shamed. So then he gat his sword in his hand, and said, Thou traitress, what art thou that I have lain by all this night? Thou shalt die right here of my hands. Then this fair Lady Elaine skipped out of her bed all naked, and kneeled down afore Sir Launcelot, and said, Fair, courteous knight, come of king's blood, I require you have mercy upon me, and as thou art renowned the most noble knight of the world, slay me not, for I have in my womb him by thee that shall be the most noblest knight of the world. Ah, false traitress, said Sir Launcelot, why hast thou betrayed me? Anon tell me what thou art. Sir, she said, I am Elaine, the daughter of King Pelles. Well, said Sir Launcelot, I will forgive you this deed. And therewith he took her up in his arms, and kissed her, for she was as fair a lady, and thereto lusty and young, and as wise as any was that time living. So God help me, said Sir Launcelot, I may not write this to you. But her that made this enchantment upon me is between you and me, and I may find her, that same Lady Brisen, she shall lose her head for witchcrafts. For there was never a knight deceived so as I am this night. And so Sir Launcelot arrayed him, and armed him, and took his leave mildly at that Lady young Elaine, and so he departed. Then she said, My lord Sir Launcelot, I beseech you see me as soon as ye may, for I have obeyed me unto the prophecy that my father told me. And by his commandment to fulfill this prophecy, I have given the greatest riches and the fairest flower that ever I had, and that is my maidenhood, that I shall never have again. And therefore, gentle knight, owe me your good will. And so Sir Launcelot arrayed him, and was armed, and took his leave mildly at that young Lady Elaine, and so he departed, and rode till he came to the castle of Corbin, where her father was. And as fast as her time came she was delivered of a fair child, and they christened him Galahad. And wit ye well that child was well kept and well nourished, and he was named Galahad because Sir Launcelot was so named at the fountain stone. And after that the Lady of the Lake confirmed him Sir Launcelot du Lake. Then after this lady was delivered and churched, there came a knight unto her, his name was Sir Bromel le Pleche, the which was a great lord, and he had loved that lady long, and he evermore desired her to wed her, and so by no mean she could put him off, till on a day she said to Sir Bromel, Wilt thou will, sir knight? I will not love you, for my love is set upon the best knight of the world. Who is he? Said Sir Bromel. Sir, she said, it is Sir Launcelot du Lake that I love, and none other, and therefore woo me no longer. Ye say well, said Sir Bromel, and sithen ye to have told me so much, ye shall have but little joy of Sir Launcelot, for I shall slay him wheresoever I meet him. Sir, said the Lady Elaine, do to him no treason. Wit ye well, my lady, said Bromel, and I promise you this 12-month I shall keep the pont of Corbin for Sir Launcelot's sake, that he shall neither come nor go unto you, but I shall meet with him. Chapter 4. Then as it fell by fortune and adventure, Sir Bors de Ganis, that was nephew unto Sir Launcelot, came over that bridge, And there Sir Bromel and Sir Bors jousted, and Sir Bors smote Sir Bromel such a buffet that he bare him over his horse's croup. And then Sir Bromel, as an hardy knight, pulled out his sword, and dressed his shield to do battle with Sir Bors. And then Sir Bors alighted and avoided his horse. And there they dashed together many sad strokes, and long thus they fought, till at the last Sir Bromel was laid to the earth. And there Sir Bors began to unlace his helm to slay him. Then Sir Bromel cried Sir Bors mercy, and yielded him. Upon this covenant thou shalt have thy life, said Sir Bors. So thou go unto Sir Launcelot upon Whitsunday that next cometh, and yield thee unto him as knight recreant. I will do it, said Sir Bromel, and that he swore upon the cross of the sword. And so he let him depart, and Sir Bors rode unto King Pelles, that was within Corbin. And when the king and Elaine his daughter wist that Sir Bors was nephew unto Sir Launcelot, they made him great cheer. Then said Dame Elaine, We marvel where Sir Launcelot is, for he came never here but once. Marvel not, said Sir Bors, for this half year he hath been in prison with Queen Morgan le Fay, King Arthur's sister. Alas, said Dame Elaine, that me repenteth. And ever Sir Bors beheld that child in her arms, and ever him it seemed was passing like Sir Launcelot. Truly, said Elaine, wit ye well this child he gat upon me. Then Sir Bors wept for joy, and he prayed to God it might prove as good a knight as his father was. And so came in a white dove, and she bare a little censer of gold in her mouth, and there was all manner of meats and drinks, and a maiden bare that Sangreal. And she said openly, Wit you well, Sir Bors, that this child is Galahad, that thou shalt sit in the Siege Perilous, and achieve the Sangreal, and he shall be much better than ever was Sir Launcelot du Lake, that is his own father. And they kneeled down and made their devotions, and there was such a savour as all the spicery in the world had been there. And when the dove took her flight, the maiden vanished with the Sangreal as she came. Sir, said Sir Bors unto King Pelles, this castle may be named the Castle Adventurous, for here be many strange adventures. That is sooth, said the king, for well may this place be called the Adventurous Place, for there come but few knights here that go away with any worship, be he never so strong, and here he may be proved, and but late Sir Gawaine, the good knight, gat but little worship here. For I let you wit, said King Pelles, here shall no knight win no worship, but if he be of worship himself, and of good living, and that loveth God, and dreadeth God, and else he getteth no worship here, be he never so hardy. That is wonderful thing, said Sir Bors. What ye mean in this country I wot not, for ye have many strange adventures, and therefore I will lie in this castle this night. Ye shall not do so, said King Pelles, by my counsel, for it is hard an ye escape without a shame. I shall take the adventure that will befall me, said Sir Bors. Then I counsel you, said the king, to be confessed clean. As for that, said Sir Bors, I will be shriven with good will. So Sir Bors was confessed, and for all women Sir Bors was a virgin, save for one, that was the daughter of King Brangoris. And on her he gat a child that hight Elaine, and save for her Sir Bors was a clean maiden. And so Sir Bors was led unto bed in a fair large chamber, and many doors were shut about the chamber. When Sir Bors espied all those doors, he avoided all the people, for he might have nobody with him, but in no wise Sir Bors would unarm him. But so he laid him down upon the bed. And right so he saw come in a light, that he might well see a spear great and long that came straight upon him pointing, and to Sir Bors seemed that the head of the spear brent like a taper. And anon, or Sir Bors wist, the spear head smote him in the shoulder, an hand breadth in deepness, and that would grieved Sir Bors passing sore. and then he laid him down again for pain. And anon therewithal there came a knight armed with a shield on his shoulder, and a sword in his hand, and he bade Sir Bors, Arise, sir knight, and fight with me. I am sore hurt, he said, but yet I shall not fail thee. And then Sir Bors started up and dressed his shield, and then they lashed together many a great while, and at the last Sir Bors bore him backward until that he came unto a chamber door, and there that knight yede into that chamber, and rested him a great while. And when he had reposed him, he came out freshly again, and began new battle with Sir Bors mightily and strongly. End of Book 11, Chapters 1 through 4.